New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, one of the members of the infamous squad, is facing a crisis with her staff. Several members of the 29-year-old representative's staff are abandoning ship and getting out while they still are able to. Her chief of staff Saikat Chakrabarti and her communications director, Corbin Trent, are getting to stepping to pursue other opportunities, The Intercept reported. Both Chakrabarti and Trent have made their fair share of controversial statements and Rep. Ocasio-Cortez has stood by them. But now they want to see if the grass is, in fact, greener outside of the sphere of the news camera-loving representative. Saikat has decided to leave the office of Rep. Ocasio-Cortez to work with New Consensus to further develop plans for a Green New Deal, Trent said to The Intercept. "We are extraordinarily grateful for his service to advance a bold agenda and improve the lives of the people in NY14. From his co-founding of Justice Democrats to his work on the Ocasio-Cortez campaign and in the official office. Saikat's goal has always been to do whatever he can to help the larger progressive movement, and we look forward to continuing working with him to do just that," he said. "Trend is shifting to our campaign side so we can work on some ambitious comms projects we've been looking forward to working on," Ocasio-Cortez told The Intercept. "With the Ocasio 2020 campaign beginning to ramp up, I've asked Corbin to transition to the campaign full-time and he has agreed to do so," she said. "I'm looking forward to growing the movement with him in Queens and the Bronx and across the country," she said. Chakrabarti wants to prioritize working on advancing the Green New Deal, something he can focus on more at New Consensus than he can while managing Ocasio-Cortez's office and deflecting attacks from House leadership. He also has a new baby, and will have more time to devote to parenting. Chakrabarti's last day is Friday, August 2nd, and Trent's transition timeline is still unclear, Ocasio-Cortez told The Intercept. Trent told The Intercept he expects to continue serving as spokesperson through the end of August. Trent, who has been directing communications for the Ocasio-Cortez campaign part-time since 2018, will now do so full-time. Ariel Ekblad, Ocasio-Cortez's legislative director, will take over as chief of staff. The news comes just as a drawn-out fight between House Democratic leadership and the progressive wing of the party, which at times put Ocasio-Cortez's staffers in its crosshairs, seemed to be smoothing over. Progressives in the House have tangled with leadership over a series of policy fights including emergency funding at the border and how to hash out the approach to Medicare for all and a Green New Deal. They've also clashed over the growing number of candidates challenging Democratic incumbents, as Ocasio-Cortez did last year, moves that have been met with backlash from the House's campaign arm. Facebook has greatly reduced the distribution of our stories in our readers' news feeds and is instead promoting mainstream media sources. When you share to your friends, however, you greatly help distribute our content. Please take a moment and consider sharing this article with your friends and family. Thank you.